Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker, and today I am with the thief of my most beloved Aprilia, Aidan, ChunkyMitts on Instagram, if you want to follow him to keep up to date with the happenings of the Aprilia. If you don't want to do that, then I completely understand, because I hate him now too. Yeah, well, there is that. Oh, you absolute sausage face piece of shit. Use your indicators, I hate you, and your entire extended family all the way back forever. And I know I say that even though I currently have broken indicators on the Magna, so yeah. Anyway, so we're out here today so Aidan can go. I trapped myself in my wire. I'm okay though, it's fine. I survived, I think. It's all okay. I know you're worried, but I think I'm okay. Yeah. Why do micros exist? That's my question. But yeah, we're just going for a spin today so Aidan can go out and touch tips at someone. I think that's pretty much what he wants to do. Yeah. We are on Cardo's, by the way, so he can hear me, and he may contribute to the conversation if he just stops talking about touching tips with people. I'd repeat it, but anyway. But yeah, so basically I'm out in the Magna. You know, one reason for that is because I love the Magna, but another reason for that is obviously, as you can see, the Aprilia in front of me is no longer mine, and the CBF is also gone, and the Gixxer is broken, so it's just the Magna. Oh yeah, the CBF is gone. If you want the CBF, actually, it will be in Freeman Motorcycles in Clonmel, because I sold it to them because I pretty much just did not want to deal with Dundee. But yeah, basically the CBF is also gone. It's in Freeman's. If you want it, talk to them. I have nothing to do with the bike anymore, which is why I sold it to them, because I just didn't want to deal with Dundee and stuff with everything else going on. So this is all news to Aidan as well, so I'm going to say this for his benefit too. Today, literally today, the moving company collected all of our stuff from the house and shipped it to America, or will be shipping it to America. Included in that is my PC, which is why I'm back to a 2-camera setup, because my laptop cannot handle the 360 camera. So if you're missing the 360 camera, tough. I'm literally moving country, so I'm sure you'll manage for a while. I'm not going to apologise about it. Yeah, I know, yeah, like, 360 camera, no! But yeah, so this will be one of the last times I'm even out with my bike friends in Ireland, which is really sad, obviously. And even more sad that the Magna is going to be just kind of imprisoned. I might see will Aidan come down and give it a ride every now and again, because it will be staying insured and taxed, and he's giving a thumbs up. Thanks, Aidan. Because, you know, the Gixxer, I'll hopefully be home at Christmas, because obviously Christmas is Christmas, so you want to be home for that. And if I am, then I'll get the Gixxer back running. I probably won't have time between now and when I'm gone. Maybe I will. I have everything there to fix it though, so that's not a concern. It's just to get the time to do it. And then that'll be back running. And if you didn't hear what that was, because I think I only covered it on Instagram, one of the float valves, one of them stuck anyway and decided to leak fuel into a cylinder, and the fuel got into the oil, so now the oil level is high and stinks of fuel, so I just need to fix that. Not a big deal, actually fairly small in the grand scheme of things, but needs to be fixed. Obviously you can't ride the bike that way, so well, I could, but it'd just not be good for the bike, so I'm not going to do that. So that bike is going to be drained of oil and just left sitting until I can come home. So Aidan can't ride that one to keep going for me, unfortunately for him. It also does. Hey, listen, if it was running, you know I'd let you ride it. But that also does need a swing arm chain guide thing, so I need to find one of them to refit. But yeah, that's kind of all the updates, and I'm gone literally this day next week. I will probably be close to landing in America, which is kind of crazy to think about. That, you know, that'll be it. I'm gone. What are you going to do without me? Aidan says it makes him very happy, but I don't believe him. I think he's going to be... I think you're going to cry. I think distraught is a good term. But yeah, so anyway, we're on the way to find Aidan's tip toucher. Do you have any questions, Aidan, about the move to America, I suppose? That'd make sense. You are a person after all, you can ask questions. Are you a person? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I do. So Aidan asked what are my general plans over there, or do I want to give them out to the channel? So, I mean, my general plans are pretty basic. First and foremost, we need to find a house to rent. And we have shifted the area we're going to live in now, partially for jobs for Toaster, and partially just because the houses in the other area that we were looking at originally have just shot up in rental price. Now, I know it's all predicted to come down next year, so hopefully you get a better deal next year, but we do have our sights on a house with a built-in garage and all that, so yeah, I mean, buy it? No, rent. Maybe next year I'll be able to buy it, maybe, I hope, we'll see. But yeah, like Aidan knows, you know, one of my main goals was finding somewhere with a garage. You'll probably know that already as well. So I'm quite hopeful we get that and we'll have some garage goodness. Which would obviously feed into the rest of the plans, which would be to just get back to doing what I'm doing really with bikes. You know, get a daily bike, then buy a project bike and do it up. And then after that, American project bike, yes sir. Actually, I must shout out as well, so I don't know did I mention this, I did actually sell the CB500 project, just because I wasn't even going to sell it, I wasn't going to list or anything, but a fella Jack who follows me on Instagram, and I follow him also on Instagram, not making that sound like a one-way thing, he messaged me and he said, you know, he'd had an accident on the CB500 and was wondering would I be interested in selling bits or the full bike, and I said, you know what, I don't know when I'm coming back, that makes sense. You know, have at it. So he bought that off me in parts. I feel like I gave him a good deal. I hope I did. I gave him the brand new full Delquick system and all that, so he will be able to rebuild his bike, which makes me really happy, to be honest, because I'd hate seeing things sit there, which is why I'm happy Aidan will be able to ride this. So you know, it's actually really nice to see him do his thing on it. So that's one thing as well. I'll throw his Instagram name up on screen if you want to follow along with that bike rebuild on his side. I gave him to him in multiple boxes, and to be honest, he's doing a fantastic job already. Like he has a great eye, and he clearly has a good set of hands on him. So it's really cool seeing him come back to life. So I think his plan is eventually to be able to use it on track. So he's keeping the back end light. So where I made the cuts kind of suited and all that, he's basically doing my kind of plan with it, which is really cool. It's really cool to see it come together. But yeah, the very long-winded story then of yes. So part of the plan would be to get an American project bike. I hope this year. I don't know how my money will work out. It might not be possible because obviously I have to buy a car. I have to buy the daily bike because I'll just leave Toaster with the car. She can use that, and then the project bike may also be her first bike because she's going to get her license over there. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but I suppose that would be the main thing, is just to try get the old bike content back going, because it's also good for my sanity. So that's a huge part of it, and also do good at my job, I suppose, too. That's important. I don't know about being myself in America. They might not understand my hilarious humor. Yeah. I'll just be mad sarcastic and they'll take me entirely serious, and they'll be like, yeah, why do you have 5 kids in your boot? It's like, shit. I don't really have 5 kids in my boot, probably. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I do. That's a paddling, yeah. YouTube will paddle me if I repeat what Aidan said there, so we won't. But yeah, any other questions, or does that cover it for you? Hello. Oh, that's easy. This is bad if any of my family members watch it. So Aidan asked what's been the hardest thing about moving, and definitely friends, pets, bikes, in no order. They're all kind of the same level, and I suppose I do include friends as some family members, obviously not all extended family members, because I might not have spoken to some of them in 15 years. I can't really say I'll miss them because I don't know them, but yeah, definitely friends, pets, bikes. Bikes, It was really hard to sell the CBF actually. Like that tore my soul. I didn't think it would as much, but it hurt. Oh, a lot of mileage on it, yeah. It's just, you know, yeah, and I mean, you know, I've been to a lot of places on it, both on my own and with Tosher and with other friends, so yeah, it was weird selling it, because when I bought that, I had no idea about America. It was an opportunity thing, so I just bought that to put 100,000 miles on it, which obviously is not going to happen now, but I hope. Yeah, it didn't go to plan, but I mean, the new plan is just as good, so it's fine. About 20,000 miles, I think, in the end. Thereabouts. In 2 years, I owned it pretty much 2 years on the button. But yeah, no, that's probably the hardest stuff. Is, you know, all the stuff I'm leaving behind. That, you know, it's not like you can just instantly replace it all. You can't really just replace friends, and you can't just replace pets. Bikes arguably are replaceable, but you know, I'm a sentimental piece of shit, so yeah, no, loads. So Aidan asks, is there anything in America that, when I'm in America, is there anything about Ireland that I'm really going to miss, that I just can't get over there? And yes, lots of stuff. I think, you know, a broad brush is Ireland, you know, just in general. You know, people, yeah, the leprechauns, the Lucky Charms that we don't actually have in this country. Yeah, but I'll miss the history that's here, you know, the castles, the roads we have, I think, are just pretty much unmatched over there. The people are good. Yeah, I'll just avoid them, to be honest. It's actually easy enough to avoid them, but it's still not like these roads, because they're not twisty, and you know, there's not lots of historical castles beside them. Yeah, not at all like these roads we're about to go out on. And the food, yeah, definitely. I mean, the food selection here, like, you know, like small food vendors, like I haven't found any over there in that area yet. There was more of them in Tampa when I was down there, which was cool because the food down there was delicious, so I'm sure I will find some, but we'll see. And then I think, you know, just in general, the whole small country thing, you know, like, we are a really small country, so there's a lot of, like, there's a bit of that, everyone knows everyone about it, which obviously will be different. But what I won't miss, no, not small town mentality, more just the fact that, you know what I mean, Ireland, yeah, it's full stop, I think. But what I definitely won't miss, actually, is the small town mentality, the inability to look outwards and forwards that a lot of people have. Like, I still get people ask me, have I given up the stupidity that is these videos, which is so narrow-minded. Exactly. So what Aidan said there is, you know, he still has people asking, is he going to come back and play for his local hurling team, which he quit 10 years ago, and that's, you know, that's a real thing here. And look, there's nothing wrong with playing hurling or anything like that. That's not what we're saying. It's just more that, like, I think people expect you to stay at the same phase of your life forever and not find different hobbies and all that. It's just, wow. So what Aidan just said there is, when he quit hurling, his manager asked him at the time, what right did he have to give up, you know, hurling for his local team and all that. It's like, well, I don't know, maybe because I am a separate human who makes my own decisions. That's a weird question, man. That's so strange. Yeah, and I mean, the other thing that I definitely won't miss, other stuff, is the insanely high taxes here. The cost of how much bikes are, because they are considerably lower in America. The ability to possibly actually be able to buy a house over there is nice. And one thing that, like, this is harsh, this isn't Ireland's fault, but it's one thing I won't miss is, you know, to go anywhere far, we have to do 2 water crossings if we want to go on a bike. Or at the very least, 1 really long water crossing. So, that, I won't miss that. Being able to just, like, pick a point on the compass and say I'm going that way for 10 hours and just doing it is going to be really cool. So I definitely won't miss that. Other than that, though, I mean, you know, I'm not leaving because I hate Ireland. I'm leaving because it's a great opportunity, and Ireland has some bad things about it that I hope will kind of maybe be fixed if I come back. Yeah, no, it's like, I think a lot of people our age should entertain leaving. So Aidan just said there, also entertaining leaving for a lot of the same reasons. And I genuinely believe that, you know, I've been lucky, I've gotten to travel a lot with work to other countries, like a lot. And what that teaches you, even if you're just there for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, it really does teach you that, you know, like, there is way more to life than just living in one place. You know, there's pros and cons to everything, obviously, but I would highly advise anyone in their early 20s in Ireland, try something else while you can, while it's easy. You don't have any attachments, you don't have any big costs, you don't have loans. I hope you don't have big loans anyway. You know, now is the time to go give it a go, and you can always come back. Ireland's not going anywhere, so that's, you know, at the very least, do what Aidan's doing and consider it, because it could be the best thing you ever did, and if it's the worst thing you ever did, you can just come back. This road is so nice. It is so nice. Yeah. This is probably one of the last days Aidan will get like this as well, with the nice clean dry roads. It is coming into shit weather time. I'm leaving at the perfect time. Ah, sure, that's okay too. Aidan's going to Electric Picnic. It's a big festival here, so he's going to be neck deep in mud, pissing, singing, and other stuff probably. But yeah, other than just to mention that this bike is class for a bike built in 1987, it still is so much fun on the road and handles great. There have been modifications. I have videos on that if you want to see them. You know, look back through the videos. But yeah, if you have any questions similar to what Aidan asked, you know, I might make another video, so leave them down in the comments below. And yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching. A special thank you as always to all of my patrons, especially, like, I have to say, they have been the nicest people ever, because I obviously gave them a warning that I might not be making as many videos right now because you know, I'm moving country, but not one person has cancelled their patronage, which I would understand that 100%, because I mean, you're a patron because I make videos, so if I stop making videos, why the hell would you patron? And on that note, if you want to cancel it while I'm not making videos, feel free. But I do appreciate all of your support, so thank you very much. And until next time, thank you again. Adios. Aidan, outro crew question. Do it. Yeah, you've asked the outro crew question. Yeah, you're on the spot. Okay, I'll ask that one. So Aidan asks the outro crew what gun I should get when I go to America. That's assuming I'll get one, but there you go. That's his question. So answers in the comments below, I suppose. And anyone who says a water gun, you win a prize of a virtual high five. Anyway, bye outro crew. Well, actually don't leave yet, because we're about to come up to the best view in the world, maybe, probably 60% of the time, sometimes. Look at that! Oh, it is so good. When you come around that corner, it is just unbelievable. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, this evening has been, like, as evenings go for a final spin with a friend, it's pretty perfect. And now we're going to pull in and kiss, because that's what obviously we have to do out here, you know, it's romantic. I was half expecting you to keep going there. Yeah, anyway, bye outro crew at this lovely view of loveliness.